Hi everyone, my name is Neva Savani, and today I'll be talking to you about how nanotechnology is being used to fight cancer. Well, before I dive into the field of nanotechnology, I'm going to explain a little bit more about cancer and what it is, since this is important for us to know in order to understand how nanotech can help fight cancer. Cancer is essentially the abnormal growth of numerous cells. Cancer is not one disease, but there are many diseases under this category. In all types of cancer, some of the cells in the body begin to divide uncontrollably and can spread to different tissues. The human body is made up of trillions of cells, and cancer begins forming in these cells. Normally, human cells grow and divide to form new cells. When cancer develops, this process changes. As cells become more and more abnormal, damaged cells survive when they should be dying, and new cells form when they are not needed. These cells keep dividing and eventually form tumors in the body. This is an image of the normal cells versus cancer cells. What are tumors? Tumors are masses of solid extra tissue formed, which can either be cancerous, malignant, or non-cancerous, benign. Cancerous tumors are malignant. This means it can spread to nearby tissues rapidly. They eventually may form new tumors if not treated immediately. So I recently read the book Emperor of Maladies by Siddhartha Mukherjee, which is a novel and biography about cancer. If you want to learn more about cancer itself, I highly recommend this novel. And this book goes deeply into the biography of cancer from the very, very beginning, including how leukemia is detected, the how where the name is from, etc. And it's a very good book, especially since the author is an oncologist himself and is able to explain certain encounters with patients. And so I definitely recommend it. Now, I'm going to dive into how nanotechnology can be used to detect cancer early on. Right now, nanotechnology is the use of matter on an atomic and molecular scale. To help you visualize the size of a nano device, they are only 100 to 10,000 times smaller than human cells. Because of their small size, nanoscale devices can interact with molecules on both the surface and inside the cells. Therefore, the idea to use this tiny technology to target cells with cancer could be very beneficial. With nanotechnology, researchers, doctors, and surgeons have the opportunity to access many areas of the body and conventionally detect diseases early on. They could also potentially deliver treatments needed through tiny nano devices flowing through the body and into the cell. But why do we need nanotechnology if there are other treatments available? We all know cancer treatments can be very, very tough. Traditional cancer treatments, such as surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, do not harm the cells, but often the healthy ones too. This leads to certain side effects, such as nausea, vomiting, and hair loss. The downside is that even with these treatments, cancer will never be able to be fully cured. Well, firstly, nanotechnology is about working with matters at extremely small sizes. This is beneficial to cancer research because scientists are able to work at smaller level and see new things. Secondly, nanotechnology makes it possible to engineer nanomaterials and make use of their special properties in cancer treatments. Well, how does it work exactly in cancer treatments? One of the ideas behind nanotechnology in cancer treatment is it tries to target the effect of anti-cancer drugs more precisely. More accurately, targeted treatment prevents us from harming healthy cells. Therefore, these side effects are limited. And this has been tested on mice and has proven successful. To inject a particular type of nanoparticle directly into the cancer's tumor was the experiment. And after the injection, a laser heated up the nanoparticles, which damaged, then killed the cancer cells, proving effective. Another key use of nanotechnology in cancer is to locate the tumor at an earlier stage. Nanotechnology manipulates molecules into devices that are able to latch onto cancer cells during the early stages of cancer. Using nanotechnology could help research detect cancer cells quicker when they're in these small clumps. So this is an image over here of so here, when cancer cells, the cell nuclei in blue were treated with antibody conjugated nanoparticles. The antibodies, which are in red in this photo, and the nanoparticle cores were green in this photo, separated into different cellular compartments. Such knowledge may lead to improved methods of cancer detection in vivo, as well as better nanoparticle-based treatments from the National Cancer Institute. Tumor detection and nanotechnology. Usually, nanodrug delivery is stopped by tissue barriers before the drug can reach the tumor site. These barriers can affect the transport of nanoparticles or nanomedicine into the tumor mass. Therefore, research have begun to design a strategy to overcome these barriers to improve cancer treatments. The EPR effect, enhanced permeability and retention effect, EPR, is the buildup of numerous molecules of different sizes in the tumor. Through the EPR effect, nanoparticles larger than 8 nanometers can target tumors and freely pass through large areas. And the majority of current nanomedicines used for solid tumor treatment rely on the EPR effect to improve treatments. This is an image and a list of different types of nanoscale delivery systems used in the body. And currently, nanotechnology is at the forefront of targeted drug delivery to kill cancer cells. For example, nanoparticles can be used for destroying tumors. This is done when hyperthermia agents are injected into the tumor. These agents are then activated to produce heat and destroy cancer cells locally, either by X rays, light, or other magnetic fields. And adding existing chemotherapy drugs, which is a treatment right now, or genes into tumor cells via nanomaterials allows much more specialized delivery and eventually reduces the number of drugs absorbed by the patient. Therefore, this is a better option since it leads to an equal impact with nanotechnology than extremely strong doses of chemotherapy. So instead of just having chemotherapy, now we are doing a combination of nanotechnology and chemotherapy, which reduces the side effects. And so overall, nanotechnology is used in the study of cancer treatments and was found in 2012, and it is still being researched today. Essentially, working at the nanoscale allows researchers to target the cancer cells and tumors directly and only killing the harmed cells. Treatments today, like chemotherapy, kill both the good and bad cells, which is why these side effects can be very harsh. And so, targeted drug delivery and tumor detection at an earlier phase is the benefit of using nanotechnology. Thank you so much for listening.